Under the endless night sky above the Starfall Pavilion, an overwhelming and oppressive aura blanketed the heavens. The once serene pavilion that had stood as a proud symbol of Xiao Yan's efforts was now engulfed in flames and chaos. The Styx Alliance's ferocious offensive swept through like an unstoppable storm. Screams, explosions, and flashes of battle light illuminated the sky. The second annihilation war of the Starfall Pavilion had begun. Yao Lao, known to many as the gentle and wise Heavenly Flame alchemist, stood alone amid this calamity. His once calm eyes were now blazing with fury and defiance. In front of him stood two terrifying figures, Tianming Laoyao, known as the Heavenly Nether Demon, and Dou Sheng Xiao, the Bone Nether Saint. Both were top-tier half-saints, their killing intent like daggers piercing through the void. Even though Yao Lao was a high-level half-saint himself, he was facing two at once, both with deep cultivation and sinister intent. The odds were impossibly stacked against him, yet Yao Lao did not retreat. For him, this battle was not about life or death. It was about defending the foundation his disciple, Xiao Yan, had built with blood and resolve. Even as cracks spread across his soul flame and his aura waned, he continued to fight, one man against two, standing as a shield before the countless disciples of Starfall Pavilion. But strength alone could not defy heaven. Under the joint assault of Tianming Laoyao and Dou Sheng Xiao, Yao Lao's defenses shattered. The furious strikes of the Heavenly Nether Demon tore through his defenses, sending his body crashing into the shattered ruins of the pavilion. His spiritual flames flickered weakly, his once formidable aura now faint. Even so, his eyes still carried a spark of determination, refusing to be extinguished. And at that very moment, amidst the roaring flames and the despairing cries of Starfall Pavilion, a divine pressure swept through the heavens. The sky itself trembled, and countless cultivators felt their souls quake. A voice as calm as thunder echoed across the battlefield. "Who dare lay hands on my teacher?" A beam of golden light descended from the heavens, piercing through the storm clouds. The void trembled, space itself froze, and all who stood within the Starfall Pavilion's domain found themselves trapped in an invisible prison. The one who had just broken through seclusion had arrived. Xiao Yan, the one-star Dou Sheng. His figure, cloaked in the radiance of countless strange flames, stepped out of the distorted void. The ground cracked beneath his feet as the aura of a Dou Sheng rippled outward. His black hair fluttered without wind, and his gaze, colder than divine judgment, swept across the devastated battlefield. When he saw Yao Lao, battered and near death, his entire being ignited with fury. The calm of cultivation was instantly replaced by uncontrollable wrath. The heavens themselves seemed to burn as Xiao Yan's voice thundered, "You dared harm my teacher? Then all of you shall die." With a single motion, Xiao Yan sealed off the entire region. The space around the Starfall Pavilion was locked down completely. Not even a Dou Sheng could tear through it. Dou Shengzhe, Tianming Laoyao, and the Three Heavenly Venerables of the Soul Palace all felt their hearts tighten in dread. Escape was impossible. Realizing that their only option was to fight, the five enemies joined forces, their combined auras shaking the heavens. "He's just advanced to Dou Sheng!" Dou Shengzhe shouted coldly, trying to steady his trembling heart. His power must still be unstable. Kill him before he stabilizes his realm. But how could they comprehend what kind of existence Xiao Yan had become? Every realm he stepped into, he earned through countless battles, countless life and death trials, countless miracles of willpower. His foundation was unshakable. The moment his Dou Qi surged, the flames of the world itself seemed to respond. The fusion of 23 heavenly flames blazed around him, forming a sea of fire that engulfed heaven and earth. Samsara Buddha's wrath. With a roar, Xiao Yan's figure merged with the sea of flame. From within the inferno, a colossal Buddha shadow appeared, its eyes filled with endless compassion and wrath. It lifted its flaming palm, imbued with the power of reincarnation itself, and brought it down upon Tianming Laoyao. The Heavenly Nether Demon roared in disbelief, summoning every ounce of his demonic power. The two energies collided, but his body could not withstand the might of a true Dou Sheng. In the next instant, Tianming Laoyao's demonic body was obliterated, and his soul was consumed by the flames of reincarnation. The shockwave that followed sent the surrounding half-saints reeling in terror. Guyu Shengzhe's expression twisted. He had underestimated Xiao Yan. The strength of a one-star Dou Sheng was already enough to crush them completely. Fear began to take root in his heart. He turned to the remaining Soul Palace Heavenly Venerables and shouted, "Fight him together!" The Three Heavenly Venerables unleashed their most powerful techniques. The sky cracked under the force of their combined attacks. But when their attacks collided with Xiao Yan's flame barrier, they didn't even leave a mark. The difference between realms was too great. Xiao Yan's eyes glowed with golden fire. He took a single step forward, crossing space in an instant. With a mere wave of his hand, the Three Heavenly Venerables were flung backward, coughing blood. Guyu Shengzhe used this brief moment to retreat, but his treachery was far from over. When Xiao Yan's attack was about to strike them again, Guyu Shengzhe suddenly pushed the Three Heavenly Venerables forward, using them as shields. "You die first," he hissed. The Three Heavenly Venerables didn't even have time to scream before Xiao Yan's fiery energy devoured them, turning them into ash in a blinding explosion of light. Guyu Shengzhe used the explosion's force to propel himself away, tearing through layers of space as he fled at full speed. But Xiao Yan was not about to let him go. His body flickered, crossing distances faster than the eye could follow. Flames trailed behind him like a comet. Just as he was about to deliver the final strike that would end Guyu Shengzhe's life, a massive shadow suddenly tore through the sealed space. A colossal hand, emanating the aura of the Soul Clan's Great Heavenly Venerable, broke through the void. It intercepted Xiao Yan's attack, forcing him to withdraw as the two forces collided with earth-shattering power. The very fabric of the star domain quaked. Guyu Shengzhe, battered and bleeding, used that moment to escape through the spatial rift. He fled in panic, his body severely wounded, his soul flame dim. Yet even as he vanished into the distance, Xiao Yan's final burst of flame shot after him, piercing through space itself. It struck Guyu Shengzhe from behind, burning half of his body to cinders. Though he survived, the injuries he sustained would haunt him forever. When the flames finally subsided, the battlefield fell silent. The entire Starfall Pavilion lay in ruins, yet the oppressive aura of death had lifted. Xiao Yan descended slowly, his eyes falling upon the fallen figure of his teacher. He knelt beside Yao Lao, lifting him gently. The old master smiled weakly, the faintest glimmer of pride in his eyes. "Yaner, you've become a Dou Sheng." Xiao Yan clenched his fists, flames flickering in his eyes. "Teacher, no one will ever harm you again." He turned his gaze toward the distant void, where Guyu Shengzhe had fled, and the Soul Clan's Great Heavenly Venerable's hand had vanished. His eyes grew colder than ever. The Soul Clan had crossed the line again and again, and now Xiao Yan, Dou Sheng Xiao Yan, would no longer merely defend. The true counterattack was about to begin. The legend of the Dou Sheng would echo across the Central Plains once more. Xiao Yan, the man who rose from nothing, had returned to the world of the strong, not as a youth struggling to survive, but as a sovereign of flame, a force that even heaven itself would tremble before. The fire of vengeance burned without end, and the name Xiao Yan would once again set the heavens ablaze. And that marks the blazing climax of this episode. Xiao Yan, now a Dou Sheng, finally avenges Yao Lao and proves his might to the world. The moment he stepped out from seclusion, the heavens trembled, the earth quaked, and the enemies who once tormented him fell like ashes before the flames of his wrath. Yet this is only the beginning. The Soul Clan's Great Heavenly Venerable has intervened, and an even greater storm is brewing on the horizon. What will happen when Xiao Yan faces the true power of the Soul Clan? Will Guyu's betrayal spark a new war among the saints? The answers lie ahead in the next thrilling chapter of Battle Through the Heavens. If you enjoyed this narration, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share to support the channel. Comment below your favorite moment. Was it Xiao Yan's overwhelming entrance, his fiery vengeance, or Yao Lao's indomitable spirit? Until next time, keep your flames burning bright, and we'll meet again in the next episode.